Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about wisdom cubes in Azur Lane. In my opinion, Azur Lane is one of the most lenient gacha games out there because of their high gacha rates and pretty generous free to play income. So much so that I think purchasing cubes is the worst thing you can spend your gems on. To see why, let's first look at how many free cubes you can get just by playing the game. First, we have the daily login, which worth a total of 30 cubes over the course of a month. It requires you to log in for at least 26 days each month, but you guys play this game every day, right? Then we have the missions. The daily missions give you 4 cubes in total. One of them does require you to build a ship, and it is recommended to build from light construction as it only costs 1 cube, so you're basically given the cube back. This means you're still getting 3 cubes every day and 1 free build from daily missions. Weekly missions are worth 12 cubes in total, and as long as you are clearing your daily missions, you will naturally clear all the weekly missions too. Another source of cubes are commissions. Many commissions have a chance of rewarding cubes, and from my experience, the chance is actually pretty high. Of course, this doesn't mean it's consistent. Some days you might get 0, others you might get 5 or 6. I'm gonna underestimate and say it averages to about 1 cube a day, but realistically, I think you can get more. And finally, there's the shops. Both the coin shop and the merit shop have a chance of selling cubes. The coin shop refreshes 3 times a day, and the merit shop refreshes once a day. The chance of a cube being on sale is really low, but it is something to keep an eye out for because every cube counts. Now let's add all this together over the span of a month. Let's even assume it's February, so it's only 28 days or 4 weeks. We get 30 cubes from login, 3 cubes a day times 28 days from the daily missions, 12 cubes a week times 4 weeks from the weekly missions, and an estimate of 1 cube a day times 28 days from commissions. This gives us a grand total of 190 cubes a month. And remember, this is a low estimate. I did not account for cruise missions, which gives you 20 cubes over the course of 3 months, or any free cubes they mail us throughout the year. Also, this estimate does not count for events, which we usually get 1 or 2 of every month that reward even more cubes. This is especially true for reruns now, since you get construction tickets letting you also save cubes during those events. The only requirement to get the 190 cubes we calculated earlier is just logging on and playing for like 10 minutes every day, which is no big commitment. If you play more, you're likely to get more cubes every day from shops and commissions because you're logging on more to refresh them. This means with a little extra time invested, you can easily get over 200 cubes a month. Now that we have an idea about our income, let's look at the other side of things, spending these cubes. I already touched on it a little bit earlier. We are getting a free light construction every day. This means over time, you should statistically be able to get every ship in light construction for free. For heavy and special construction, I highly recommend you do not roll on these banners, as event banners will pull from one of the permanent pool of ships, so rolling on an event banner will give you a chance at a permanent banner ship as well as the event ones. And if there is a specific ship you are looking for, you are better off waiting for a wishing well event. These events essentially let you choose what ships are on raid up, so you have a much better chance of getting the one you want. Speaking of chance, we should look at the rates as well. A 7% SSR rate with rate up ships at 2% is insanely high by gacha game standards. The UR rate is only 1.2%, but they do give us a 200 pull pity on that. Also, unlike some other games that require you to pull for duplicates, Azur Lane lets you use putines, meaning you really only need 1 copy of a ship. So unless you are very unlucky, you should be able to pull for everything you want while still having leftover cubes to spend on other things like older ships or research, all without needing to spend any gems on cubes. That's why I think this purchase is terrible. And you should be spending your gems on skins, because oh my god. Like and subscribe please.